Hey everyone, this is going to be a very informal video as I stand here in my backyard, but I've delayed this enough and need to officially be able to just share where Ryan and I and the family are at and what's on the horizon for us. This is not news to most of you. I know there's still one or two possibly of you that I haven't had a phone call or a face-to-face discussion about this with, but this is actually my final week with Ride Nature, and it is all good. We are well. The ministry is well. If you are on the updates newsletter list with Ride Nature, then you likely saw an update from the ministry on the season that the ministry is in, and it's a season of, as we've been saying, refinement, which has its difficulties, but God is in it, and I'm excited about the future. In the midst of all of the discussion that I've been able to be a part of with Ride Nature, it's become apparent to me and Ryan that we really needed to think about what was next. And I wasn't truly looking for anything, but in that very moment of considering, someone had told me I should apply for this other organization that they were hiring. And so we decided it wouldn't hurt and went down that road and went through the process. And long story short, I was offered a position at an organization called Better Together. And I start on my first day will be August 3rd. And so I've had a bit of a runway with Ride Nature, with just between communicating and sharing that I'm going to leave and actually leaving, and then beginning Better Together. And so this has been a kind of a process, but we're here. We're at the end of the stretch with Ride Nature. This is my final week, as I mentioned. A lot of sadness with that, but I'm also excited. I'm really excited, and I'm super excited because there's just been a lot of really good, healthy conversations along the way. I still have friendships with the organization. I am committed to being a partner with the ministry. Desmond has just begun to more and more hang out with the skate community that's here. We will likely be a part of the outreach that continues locally here as he grows and as he's become more involved. But professionally, taking a step back. And so that's all really exciting that we get to remain here. That's been our primary goal, is Lord, how do we stay? We believe that God has called us to Fort Myers. And so this next adventure, this next opportunity is a way that God has provided for us to be able to do that. And that's a huge blessing for us. So on that ministry, it's called Better Together, and really pivoting in sort of my focus, although some of the skill set will remain the same. Better Together, you can look them up. I'll share the website with you, but they exist to be able to provide care and support for hurting families, and really they actively work to keep children out of foster care. And so they do that by mobilizing the local church to be the support and care system that families need before crisis really hits. And so I will be taking on the role of the executive director of Southwest Florida. So it's a pretty broad swath of geography, but I'm going to be joining a team that's phenomenal, long-standing, and really great people. And get the privilege of being able to just come alongside them and support them, resource them, provide care and support to the team that's on the ground. And so I really do believe that God has prepared me professionally for this next step, and in large part through Right Nature and the experience that I've had serving on the team here. So I couldn't be more excited about how it's all taking place, but that leads me to just why I'm making this video. It's not just to update, but also to thank you, each and every single one of you, for your support, your generosity, your commitment to my family for these last 5 years now. We moved here in July 2021. And so 5 years of just support and care and faithfulness to us. We cannot express how much that means to us. And so in some ways, it's longer than we expected. But God knows the timeline, and you guys have just been, just super faithful, through all that. So can't say thank you enough. I will share in writing here on this email a little bit more details, but your commitment and your gift to our family through Right Nature, you have a couple options with that. And one is to stop that, and I can help you through that process, and the team at Right Nature can help you by canceling that recurring gift that you have. Or if you would like, you can continue to give to Right Nature, and that money will just be going straight to the operational costs to be able to do what Right Nature does here locally and across the world. And I can also help you with that. And primarily, simply, you don't need to do anything. Just continue your gift, and we'll continue to make sure the funds are used in the right way, and to keep you updated, and you'll continue to get the newsletters and stay up to date with what's happening with the ministry. And so I'll put that more in writing again, so you kind of have a step-by-step of that. But I would encourage you to consider continuing to support Right Nature and the work that God is doing through the team here. Like I began to say, there is a really, really beautiful season ahead for the ministry. It's a season of refinement, but God uses these seasons for the sake of maturing and creating growth in us as individuals, but also as organizations and as teams. And so the decisions that are being made right now, from the board level all the way down to the ground, I believe are the right decisions, and they're super wise. They're spirit-led, they're prayer initiated. And so I continue and will continue, we will continue to be partners with the ministry, and would encourage you guys to consider that as well. So, but like I said, I'll give you some next steps with that here in the email. You can read that, and then feel free to reach out. If I haven't talked to you again individually yet, I plan to, and just pray that you are well. You can continue to stay up to date with us in all the normal formats, but I likely will not continue to send out newsletters, but just through our social media and through cell phones these days. So would love to jump on a call with all of you and just stay up to date. And most of you, we already do that, and I'm really grateful that we get to do though. So love you guys. And I feel like I should just say 1,000 other things, but I'm gonna leave it at that because we're at 9 minutes. So we will talk soon. Super, super grateful, and God bless.